Good morning, dear students. I will give you this video again after 4 days. Please forgive me for being late. In our previous video, we have seen up to 9th paragraph. In today's part, we will learn the last paragraphs. There are from 10th paragraphs to 4th paragraph. Let's see what happened next. Now, Gupta was not pleased. He saw that his son would have to feign madness always, or else the king would find out he had been tricked. He would certainly chop off his son's head if he found out. So back they went to Nagendra for more wisdom. For another 500 rupees, Nagendra advised him, go back to the king when he is in a good mood and tell him the whole story. He will find it amusing and will forgive you. But make sure he is in a mood of laughter. And so Babu followed the advice, found the king in a merry mood and told him the story. The king laughed a lot and forgave him. So here in 10th paragraph, Babu's father was very worried. Babu's father Gupta was very worried there. He saw that Babu had a pretend to be crazy all the time to avoid punishment. Okay, then if the king discovered the trick, Babu could lose his head. Nagendra gives more advice for 500 rupees. Gupta went back to Nagendra. What is that? Gupta went back to Nagendra for more wisdom. Nagendra asked another 500 rupees and gave a clever plan. Which is that plan? Clever plan is this one. Go to the king when he is in good mood. Tell him the whole story and he will laugh. Definitely he will laugh and forgive you. Then absolutely Babu followed that advice and king laughed and forgave him. This much. And go for next 11th and 12th paragraph. Let's see. Then the king, who was intrigued by what he had heard of Nagendra in the market, sent for him and asked if he had any more wisdom to sell. The boy said, of course, I have plenty to sell, especially to a king, but my fee would be 100,000 rupees. The king paid him the 100,000 and the boy gave him a piece of paper on which he had written, think deeply before you do anything. 12th paragraph. The king was so delighted with the advice that he made it his motto. He had it embroidered on his pillows and engraved on his cups and plates so that he would not forget it. In these paragraphs, the king also wants the more wisdom. The king was impressed by Nagendra and asked if he had more wisdom to sell. Nagendra said that yes, especially for a king, my fee is 1 lakh rupees. Yes, he is a king. So the Nagendra's fees also 1 lakh rupees. The king paid. Yes, the king paid there, and Nagendra wrote on a piece of paper. What is that? Think deeply before you do anything. Think deeply before you do anything. You have do anything doing there. You have think deeply. You have to think deeply there. The king liked this so much, and that he made it his motto, and had it embroidered and engraved so he wouldn't forget. Pillow, on the pillow, he embroidered that one, that word, that sentence. Okay, yes, go for next paragraphs. Which one is the 13th? Some months later, the king fell ill. The minister and one of the queens had been conspiring to get rid of him, conspiring to get rid of him. So they bribed the doctor and persuaded him to poison the king's medicine. Some difficult words are in this paragraph. Persuaded means, see here, convince. Persuaded means convince. Okay. Yes, we go for next 14th paragraph, that is 14th last one. 13 and 14 we will explain both. When the medicine was brought to the king and he lifted the golden cup to his lips, he read the words engraved on it, "Think deeply before you do anything." Without suspecting anything, he thought about the words, lowered the cup and looked at the medicine in it. The doctor, who was watching all this, felt nervous. The doctor who was watching all this felt nervous. His guilty conscience made him believe that the king had guessed that his medicine had been poisoned. While the king was thinking, the doctor threw himself at his feet and confessed to everything and prayed to be forgiven. But the king ordered that the doctor must be arrested. Then he sent for the minister and the queen and insisted that they drink the poison in his cup. They too fell at his feet and begged for mercy. He ordered them to be hanged and he banished the doctor from his kingdom. He made Nagendra his minister and honored him with wealth. Another difficult word is here, new word is here, conscience means feel guilty from the bottom of the heart. He felt guilty from the bottom of the heart. So here in these two paragraphs, Nagendra saves the king from poison. How? Some months later, the king fell ill. The minister and one queen tried to poison him. When the king was about to drink the poisoned medicine, he read the words on his cup. What is that words? Think deeply before you do anything. The words are, think deeply before you do anything. He thought carefully and lowered the cup. He see the cup there and thought very carefully and avoided drinking it. He avoided that drinking it. And the doctor is there, the guilty. He felt very guilty and confessed that. And the king punished the minister and that queen. Who is that? Queen. Nagendra is very rewarded that time. The king made Nagendra his minister. Finally, Nagendra was Nagendra is going to minister of that king. He honored him with wealth and very respect. He honored him wealth and respect. Nagendra's wisdom not only solved problems but also saved lives and brought him honor. And the moral of this lesson, I think, wisdom is more valuable than money. Yes, wisdom is more valuable than money. Think before you act. A little patience and reflection can save you from danger. Cleverness can solve the problems without fighting. Yes, one more moral is here. Cleverness can solve your problems without fighting. Being patient and strategic can bring rewards and respect. It is In this lesson, we will see how Nagendra got everything with his wisdom. There is no other power than wisdom. So we should take steps in our life very wisely. In my next video, I will give you all the question answers of this lesson. Till then, bye. Have a nice day.